In today's video, what may be the most traditional machete I can imagine. I'm talking about this is the Tramontina 18-inch machete from Brazil. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me for another Sharp Saturday video where it's Saturday and we take a look at something sharp. And as I said, today that something sharp, or at least something sort of sharp, is this Tramontina 18-inch machete from Brazil. And we're going to talk about the pros and cons of this thing and do a little testing on it. But first, today's video is sponsored by my friends at XS Sights, the fastest sight in any light. I've been using XS Sights for a lot of years, and it's really cool to have them as a channel sponsor. XS Sights are made in the USA in the great state of Texas, and you can save 15% on your order at their website by using the coupon code SOP15. Okay, let's talk about this here machete, or machete is, I think it may be properly pronounced. So, first of all, I bought this machete. Nobody sent it to me. I bought this thing in 2014. I just realized I went back and looked. It's still new. I haven't used it at all. I bought it to do a review. There's the sticker still on it. And I put it in a box and got busy and it got packed up and forgot about it. I was sorting through some stuff the other day and realized, wow, man, I need to review this machete. But this one is a very traditional machete. This is from Brazil. You can see it says right there. Can you see that? Made in Brazil. And I bought this because at the time, another YouTuber, Chris Tanner from Prepared Mind 101, was really extolling the virtues of this machete because he'd taken his and I think and modified it and ground the tip down and made it into a little shorter, you know, kind of maybe a Bowie looking thing. I don't know. But anyway, I just decided I'd buy this one and see how it is stock as it is. And it's got some good features and some bad features. But first, let me just talk about the specs of this thing. So first of all, it's an overall length of 23 inches from the tip here of the handle, from the tip of the blade to the end of the handle. You notice, by the way, I have no problem holding my finger on the tip of the blade. We'll talk about that in a minute. With an 18-inch blade, it's 1070 high carbon steel, and it is 2.2 millimeters thick, and it weighs 1.1 pounds. And again, made in Brazil, and I paid $16.78 for it in 2014 on Amazon. Also, it doesn't come with a sheath. I bought this sheath. This is the Ontario Knife BSH machete sheath, 18-inch, number 8280. I'll put that in the video description below in case you're interested. I paid $9.85 for this sheath back in 2014. Now, before we get to doing some serious testing, and we're going to do some testing out here, let's take a look at the details in this thing. And look, this is not a nice as far as fancy machete. This is just built to work. Let me just show you a couple things about it. First of all, let me get where you can focus, Grasshopper, here. So you see the wooden handle here actually is not fitted very well to the blade. It's actually a little bit higher, so there's a little groove in there. I don't know if that would cause a problem or not. It's braided on. There's no screws here or whatever. This first about an inch and a quarter, inch and a half is not sharpened, and then it's sharpened through here. But the edge is probably less than stellar. And then you get to the end, and take a look at the end now. Look at that. It gets really, really, can you see that? See how flat that is? This is not the back of it you're looking at. This is the blade you're looking at. It is absolutely, completely dull on the end. And then the back feels like it might have a sharp spine. So anyway, that's the Tramontina. And I think the next thing we should do, the industry standard redneck sharp test, and we'll see how that goes. Here's my testing medium. Can you see it? Can you see it there? Now this ain't got no sharp to it. It ain't got no sharp to it. How you like them grammars? I think the next logical thing to do would be to take it out into the woods back here and get to doing some of that machete stuff. You want to? I think we're gonna do a little thinning here for the good of the forest. So that was dry. We've got a little small green one here. We're just gonna see how well it chops this green one just from a backhand here. And it did not cut through it. Let me get on the other side and see. Can you see me still? Okay, it kind of broke through it, but it didn't slice through it very well. think that one's dry. Let's see. Yeah, got through the dry one. So I think what we'll do is we'll just, this is a machete, so it should be good for like small stuff. We'll try this little vine here, see if it'll cut this vine. And it didn't. It just kind of drug it. So let me step on it. And still loose. So didn't slice it at all. At all. So we can try this whole thing. You want to try this whole thing? Because I think we need to thin this out a little bit. Okay, so pretty good there. Two chops. Chuck Norris can draw a picture with an eraser. Okay, so that was some basic real-world practical testing with this Tramontina Machete, and I'm gonna give you my wrap-up and give you my total formal opinion of this thing in just a minute. But first, here at Survival on Purpose, you know we're all about the science. So I had to bring you back to our worldwide headquarters where we maintain a state-of-the-art, cutting-edge knife testing facility to do some scientific testing on this thing, because I like to test the aerodynamic balance of every fixed blade or knife using the balance, orientation, and rotation device. So I think we need to do that, don't you? Then we'll come back and I'll give you my my total take on this thing. And as you know, scientific method is critical. Proper scientific method. Whoop, 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 whoop. I think we need to readjust. A little better. Maybe once more. So that's what I often talked about in throwing knives, that I like to have a good sharp point. That's just a flat point, because that one hit head on. So that one hit point first as well. Let's try again. A little better. Maybe I was just being too easy with it. I'm banging the heck out of it. Okay, not doing great with this one, but we're going to give it one more shot. Whoop, 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 whoop. That was a dead perfect center hit, and it didn't stick. And that's, in my opinion, it's almost certainly because this end is just not sharp here. So I guess we'll wrap this up. I'll give you my detailed take on this thing. First of all, it's for the price, it's going to cost you somewhere around 20 bucks for this thing, 18 to 20 bucks. But it's not going to be sharp. If you want it sharpened, you're going to have to sharpen this thing up, and you're also going to have to sharpen the edge up better because the edge is not great. The tip is horrible. There's no tip there. Maybe that's on purpose because they're using this to cut grass or jungle stuff. I don't know. And then I would like to smooth that out too. So it's traditional. If you just need a machete, this could be a good choice for you. But it's probably not my favorite so far of all I've ever used. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.